How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be using the two-way star Shohei Ohtani as both a pinch hitter and as a pitcher. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I've done this a couple different times. I've done it with both Shohei Ohtani and Babe Ruth, the 42 card series legend, but I really like using Ohtani because he's a much better pitcher, I think, overall. I think he's more overpowering. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and see if we can go up by 6 runs in order to use this Diamond Shohei Ohtani off of the bench and to pitch with him. You have to be up by 6 runs or potentially losing by 6 runs as well. So far in this game, we were able to go deep with Mike Trout. We're facing the Jesus Luzardo, who's paralleled up a little bit. Definitely a good card. He has good break on all of his pitches, just not the best control. If you're using pinpoint pitching, it doesn't necessarily matter, but that last opponent more than likely would have gotten a free win if he did not quit out of the game, if he stuck around and finished it off. I've been experiencing all different kinds of things while playing this game, but I'm not going to talk about it as much. I talked about it in my previous video. We're just going to continue to play ranked seasons. Here we go deep with Alfonso Soriano. That's a 2-run shot, and that opponent also quit out. So a couple wins in a row. Now we're going up against a paralleled version of Herman Marquez. I've faced this card a couple different times, and I've absolutely lit him up every single time I've faced him, and I've gone up against some pretty good opponents using him in ranked seasons. Here in the first inning, Mike Trout's going deep, changeup low in the zone. Not the best PCI placement, but it is enough to get out of there. Mike Trout is unbelievable, has maxed out power most of the time. Chipper Jones is going deep with a perfect back-to-back home runs after Mike Trout on a 2-0 count, just looking for pitches over the middle of the plate. I feel like this Herman Marquez is easy to read, but really we're just trying to score as many runs as possible as early on in this game, so that way I can try to get as many innings pitched with Shohei Ohtani. And that's really what I'm trying to do. I like that Shohei Ohtani card in the outfield. If I didn't have, some of the players I have on my team, I would be using that Shohei Ohtani as a budget outfielder, and a lot of people that I'm going up against will have him out there in the outfield. Jorge Posada is my favorite catcher to use. He's going deep with a perfect. Here we have Ohtani in his first at-bat. I brought him in only up by 4, so we are going to have to hit this home run. A little bit on the later side of good, but we're also going to have to score a couple more runs. As you can see, we do have a 6-run lead, so I will be able to use Ohtani on the mound. And I'm not going to focus as much on his pitching. I've used him a couple different times. He's usually able to throw 3 or 4 innings without getting into that yellow range for his stamina, and he's pretty effective. He throws 100 miles per hour. The splitter is a little bit tricky to use with the pinpoint pitching method, but here he is, top of the 3rd. This opponent's going to lay down a bunt. He's trying to avoid the mercy rule. I completely understand, right? That's really the only way that I can win. So he needs all the runs he can get, but we're going with the fastball. We get perfect feedback on that one. I am pitching with Ohtani here. I know that both the opponent and I have the same uniforms on. These are also my favorite uniforms in the game, but we're able to get out of the inning, and we only have to play one more inning. This opponent brought in Brad Miller. He's like, well, I'm just going to use him as a 2-way player as well. Shohei Ohtani is going deep on a 68 mile per hour, actually 69 mile per hour curveball. That was a floater. Ohtani destroys it with the perfect, his second home run of the game as well. So he hits 2 homers, and he pitches 2 innings at least in this game right here. I'm going to try to use him all the way until we get into that 4th inning. This opponent left in Brad Miller for a few at-bats, so this is only helping me get that mercy rule before I get a blue screen, before I get that disconnect error message. So thank you for leaving in Brad Miller. I'm really just trying to score as many runs as I can, get as much parallel XP as possible, trying to level up some of these players, really trying to level up Jackie Robinson. I'm pretty close with him to reaching that parallel stage 4, getting 99 speed on his card, but Ohtani is going to close this one out. Here he's doing it all. He's making the play. He's catching the pop-up. He's even out of position playing starting pitcher or playing pitcher in general. I know his other card's a starting pitcher, but this one's a left fielder. We're pitching with the left fielding version. He gets rocked for an extra base hit right here. Ronald Acuna just got absolutely destroyed by that wall and the baseball. Hit him in the head, I think, and ran into the wall. But we are going to be able to get the strikeout here to end the game. Ohtani is, in my opinion, the player of the game. I think they'll give it to Mike Trout in this one. But Ohtani, he got the win on the mound and hit 2 homers. Mike Trout went 3 for 3 with 2 homers, but he wasn't out there pitching. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I kind of used him in a different way and used him as a pinch hitter. But we're going to try to do the same thing one more time in this video. Any opportunity I get to bring in Ohtani or Babe Ruth, I am going to do it because of the way Ranked Seasons is playing for me, or at least because of the way my PlayStation is working in terms of the game crashing sometimes. But here we have a 2-run shot with Acuna. We go up by 3 later in the game. I got something brand new. This time we do get the disconnect message, right? This time I'm able to show you that I got the disconnect. Other times that wasn't happening. The game would crash and I would actually lose the footage that I did not clip up until that point. But we're going to go ahead and hop in another one. I don't care if we're giving away free wins. I'm getting into the next game. We did parallel Jackie Robinson. He has 99 speed. We're looking to swipe every single bag with him. Take second. Try and take third. We're going with a hit and run. Not the best situation to do it, right? Stealing third and hit and run doesn't really happen. But we can't afford to miss that pitch down the middle. With Mike Trout, he goes deep on the perfect. And Acuna's also going deep. This one's more of a wall scraper on the later side of good. You can kind of get away with some of those swings on the outside pitches because they are, you know, somewhat away. Here I'm on the earlier side of good, and I'm still able to hit it the other way. So it kind of just depends on your bat path as well. The swing path, where the bat is kind of going through the zone, matching up with that ball pixel. But we have another opportunity. Here we have Mike Trout up once again. Throws another sinker. That's going to be a perfect no-doubter. His second one of this game. Lots of home runs with Mike Trout in this one. And that also puts us up by 6 runs. So you know I'm going to go to Shohei Ohtani as soon as I can. In this one, I thought about using Babe Ruth because I am facing a left-handed pitcher. Ohtani doesn't have as much contact against lefties as Babe Ruth. But because this opponent was a little bit more on the off-speed pitches, I didn't want to use Babe Ruth because he's more of a soft thrower. So I wanted to go with a more overpowering velocity type of pitcher, and this video might as well focus on Shohei Ohtani anyway because he was the player of the game in the first one, or did get the win on the mound. But this opponent sent me a friendly quit up by 9 runs. I'm just trying to finish this one off. Throw the ball somewhere near the strike zone. I'm swinging at it, going deep. Shohei Ohtani, another blast. His third one of the video. That card's insane. I'm hitting like close to 800 with him. All online, using him mostly in the most recent event. But yeah, he has amazing pop, great no doubt animation swing. But once again, disconnect. I don't know what is causing this message. I test my internet. This is what it is. It's not, you know, the greatest internet ever, but it's playable and should be, you know, workable for an entire game of Ranked Seasons. I'm not quite sure what I'm experiencing, but I'm loving the game. I'm having a great time. Peace out.